Some time ago, a friend of mine said to me, "The evolution of the species is a very famous discovery, but I don't understand it very well. They talk about natural selection, sexual reproduction, and the survival of the fittest. But there is a contradiction. Biologists don't understand what creates matter, emotions, and intelligence. They only seem to know a fraction of the truth. So what is the truth?" I looked at my friend with sympathy, because it was true. Evolutionary biology could not give us the complete picture. And I said, "Do you really want me to tell you the truth?" And my friend said, "Tell me. I think I can take it." And I said, "To understand the evolution of the species, one has to understand something simple and yet shocking. This whole universe is biological, and the laws of physics depend on its biology. Everything in this universe is live organisms." And my friend said, "So are you saying then that astronomy and particle physics is live organisms?" And I said, "Yes, that is what I'm saying." And my friend said, "If I understand it correctly, you're saying that everything, darkness, light, stars, rocks, the air, water, is all live organisms?" And I said, "Yes, that is correct." And my friend said, "Give me some examples then." And I said, "To understand why everything in this universe is live organisms, we have to go inside the atom and find that it is made of two organisms: hosts, protons, electrons, and varus, neutrinos. Hosts, protons, electrons have a complex genetic information and emotional complexity. Varus neutrinos have a non-complex genetic information and no emotional complexity. That is why varus neutrinos, they have to infect host protons electrons to force the host to copy the virus. But there is something else you need to understand. Everything in this universe that is made of atoms is made of the same atoms with hosts, protons, electrons, and varus neutrinos. And that is why everything in this universe made of atoms is live organisms. My friend said, "Well, are you saying then that a rock can move and reproduce?" And I said, "Well, let us see why humans can move. Humans are made of atoms in solid, liquid, and gas forms. The atoms in liquid and gas form can move easily, but atoms in solid state cannot move because they are overcrowded with hosts, protons, electrons, and varus neutrinos. And that is why rocks, which are in a solid state, cannot move. And my friend said, so are you saying then that a rock is like a person in a very crowded train carriage that cannot move? And I said, yes, that is what I'm saying. And my friend said, but a rock cannot reproduce, surely. And I said, well, are you saying that a menopausal woman that cannot reproduce is not alive? Or that a man who had his testicles removed due to cancer is not alive? And my friend said, well, they are alive. I cannot argue with that. So are you saying then that defining life as movement and reproduction is false? And I said, yes, that is what I'm saying. And my friend said, well, there are so many species on planet Earth, millions, with different shapes and forms. Who does that? And I said, to understand why there are so many species on planet Earth, we have to go inside the atom again and find that neutrons, neutrinos are made of hosts, protons, electrons, and virus neutrinos. Hosts, protons, electrons are females and virus neutrinos males. And they design, originate, and evolve all species on planet Earth. They give shape, form, and function to all the species. So it is neutrons, neutrinos, the origin and evolution of the species. And my friend said, well, are you saying then that good and evil also originate from hosts, protons, electrons, and virus neutrinos in the neutrons of atoms? And I said, yes, that is what I'm saying. And my friend said, so what creates matter then? And I said, hosts, dark energy, organisms are the fundamental creators of matter through asexual reproduction. And virus, like matter, organisms are the fundamental manipulators of matter through sexual reproduction. And my friend said, well, then the evolution of the species missed out many species then, because before the cell-based and intracellular species, there was organic and inorganic matter also alive. And before that, there were the atoms of stars also alive. And before that, host, dark energy organisms and virus, like matter organisms also alive. And I said, yes, that is correct. And you also have to understand that the origin of non-atomic species is host, dark energy organisms in the shape of darkness, because they are made of only one genetic information. And the origin of atomic species is when virus-like matter organisms infect hosts, dark energy organisms. And this generates sexual reproduction, because there are two types of genetic information, that of a host and that of a virus. And my friend said, well, the truth about the evolution of the species is shocking. And now look at buildings, pavements, my own bed in a different way. They are all alive. It is shocking, but I'm glad. I know. Until next time.